So like, how did this start, this vision of what this tree is? When I got told that we had the green light to rework the trees, I had myself and the performers all jumping up and down rejoicing at the thought of creating bigger, epic, more characterized trees. Sitting down with our CEO, you know treants, right? The mythical creatures of a tree that's kind of humanoid. I said, what if we took treants, giant forearm mech suit, and kind of merged them together?
Justin Swain is about to return from a week of seminar to find that things at the warehouse are not as he left them. The costume and makeup department is taking over the EVA department, previously Justin's realm.
So because of the changes Justin and the puppet department are making with the standing trees, we are going to be changing the flying tree costumes. Currently, we've been spending a bunch of time at the warehouse trying to put together the newest idea, and we are going to see how it goes.
So we use 3 different tree performers. There's usually a guy that's on like bigger stilts. He's more like the impressive, the centerpiece, and then 2 other accent trees that are not quite as tall or as fleshed out with branches. So we're sticking with that same model at this point. We're doing 3 trees, but we're really taking the one big impressive one and going a lot bigger and a lot more impressive. So this is kind of the essence of what we're pushing for, what we're going to build for our one big tree. It's a performer that's on a pair of stilts, and he has a giant suit that he wears like a backpack with his arms connected to it that extends his arms from a regular human height and wingspan to about 13 feet high with a 14-foot wingspan. We've started designing, we started cutting pieces, we started drilling holes, fabricating, doing all kinds of foam work, and we're really trying to push forward to get these things past the prototype stage and into something that's actually functioning that we can see in rehearsals on stage.
So, what's plan B?
This is plan B.
I have mad respect for Justin and the puppeteer guys now.
All of these pieces look super similar, but they're not the same.
I hope this works.
I actually do know what I'm doing, but I'm the comedic relief for all of this.
So we got these EVA foam mats and we carved into them, best we could, what looked like tree bark. Then we would cut out shapes and piece together basically bodices and back pieces to fit on top of our actresses.
But basically what we have is I've got 2 types of foam that we're going to be incorporating into the look of these characters. One of them is the more common pool noodle-y type of thing where it's just a tube of foam, but then also we're doing a lot of EVA foam. And with this EVA foam, I'm taking a big sheet of EVA and a bunch of small scraps and just gluing it all on in the shape of a wood grain. Then we're carving it, we're sanding it, we're hacking it down, and we're painting over it. And it really leaves a very realistic, nice tree bark that's still very lightweight, flexible, so we can bend it, pattern it. So between that EVA flat bark and then the tubes or the roots and vines, we'll be doing a lot of adding, subtracting, painting, and the end result is going to look really believable and it'll look a lot like trees.
We're kind of running out of time. We need to get these things done and over to the academy. Justin's about to head out on the road here. We're running into some issues with getting the joints to look right, but then also be mobile enough as well.
One thing that is concerning me is that there are air pockets in some of these, the way that they dried. So that's gonna make it not stick together as well, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens.
I'm not quite there yet. It's just kind of tricky.
So it is Tuesday morning and we are here in the costume room and we are super excited because we put the EVA pieces onto the tank tops last night and it is looking like they are going to work. So we're gonna come in with the paintbrush. Mariah's gonna put on a base layer of brown and then paint it all pretty much exactly to match Justin's as much as possible. So we're super stoked that it's actually working and we will let you know how it goes.
So we are super excited because today, for the first time, our trees are coming to the stage. We have all the cast out here and Dr. Chavers is out there as well, and it's the first time that they will get to see these trees.